Hey, good morning. Uh, Dude, it's crazy. All right. What is up? What it is, what it will be. It's your boy from Auburn today coming at you. Got a little story for y'all. I was up kind of late last night. Me and my brother and my sister was hanging out. My brother's birthday. So I feel kind of rare this morning, but I'm all right. Just still a little sleepy, if you feel me. All right. So first things first. My sister's having like a little 4th of July party or whatever. And if y'all want me to do like little shorts from the party, like drop them randomly tomorrow, so when the party is, I will. Comment below if you want to see some of that. And her husband, my brother-in-law, was used to be a firefighter, and so he does this big fireworks show every year too. So if you'd like to see that too, I could set that up if you want. Comment below. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thank y'all to everybody. Get my numbers up. Got to get these watch hours up so we can do other things with this channel. Just I got to drop random stuff, and right now when you're by yourself, about the only thing good is the story. All right, so I had to call some people and ask permission to tell this story here. So, but it was a lot of don't give out my name, and I was like, all right. So the main character of this story is going to be a guy named Ted. And I went to high school with, and I'll probably say something like Ted, his old lady, uh, buddy, old buddy, cuz, homeboy over here, homeboy over there, instead of names. All right, so everybody, if you haven't seen my graduation party video, go back and check that out. But my buddy Ted and his girlfriend was at that party as well, and it's believed that they conceived their first child that night or whatever. So fresh out of high school, young love, whatever. Ted will get married, and it was a few months after the graduation party. That was in June, so probably took a couple of months to find out. August, maybe October, November of '95, something like that. And but down here in the South in Georgia, it stays warm pretty much till January. So anyway, all right. So Ted announces to everybody we run with, our little clique or whatever, that he's gonna be getting married. And since him and I were real close, I was like, well, dude, I'll throw you a bachelor party. It was like straight. Now, the names I will be giving is from the graduation party, Andrew and Anthony, the people from England. Well, so we go over there, been hanging out with them. We're gonna throw it over there at their house. All right. So one of my buddies and my other buddy, they drove back then. I don't. They drove one had a Sonoma and one had a Chevrolet. What was it? I don't know. They had the 4.3 engine in them. They would scat. One was Chevrolet Sonoma, and I don't know what that other one was. It wasn't a Sonoma, but it was a Chevrolet. They looked just alike almost. Anyway, and one of my buddies that drove one of the truck worked for this place called Cook Ice that used to be in business in the town I'm from. And see, this is one of them parties that everybody knew about, but couldn't just only a few could get in. And because it's a small town, everybody knows everybody. So anyway, so we go out and we get beer, liquor, just anything you can imagine to drink. And we take them 2 trucks, back them up. They had a little ice chute, and we filled 2 pickup trucks full of ice back, and we stuffed all our drinks in there. Just 2. That was 2 massive coolers for this bachelor party. And so the party gets started that day, and another one of my buddies that drove that truck, his girlfriend was like really cool at the time. They were dating at the time, and like her and I were real good friends, and she didn't want to go to the chick bachelorette party. She was want to go to ours. I was like, yeah, you can come, and that caused a little hiccup, but it was all right. Wasn't nobody worried about that stupid stuff. Anyway, so we get there at the party, man, and it's going good. We're just celebrating my boy, laughing, talking, telling me how he's going. You better run, stuff like that, and just talking trash, and But I will say to this, he had to grow up real young, and he handled his business, and hats off to you out there, Ted. But so party gets going, and it gets, sun's going down and everything, and I'm talking about we are hammered, son, like sloppy, like rah, rah, bachelor party, rah, rah. People was trying to get in, we wasn't letting them in and stuff, and old buddy, okay, now old buddy that we ran with was crazy, okay, just you talking about don't care, you know what I mean? Somebody just don't care, ready to swing blows at the drop of a hat, anything, but just a great guy, honestly, and funny. And old buddy, we're all that, and I'm sitting in this chair, and he goes, "Hey, John, come here." I'm like, "What's up, old buddy?" He's like, "Shut up, come on." So he takes me back there, and there was a store in town called it Texaco. It was a Texaco store, and they had these pills that they called them yellow jackets, but I called them Texaco drugs. And I was like, "What, you got some Texaco drugs?" He gave me a couple of them pills. He's like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah." And I was like, who else is taking them?" He was like, "Everybody." And I was like, "All right." It was like I was the last guy who pulled off or whatever. So them Texaco drugs kicked in, and I look around, and it's just like bees swarming. Everybody's like, blah, 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 blah. One dude's cutting the grass. It's almost midnight. He's out there cutting the grass. We got volleyball going, and it's just, everybody just went just like, And it was really a great time, and I enjoyed it. Oh, it's good times. That was a really fun night, and it was just people just talking trash, and messing with each other and everything, but just really having a good time. So right before the sun comes up, right, everybody's like coming down off them Texaco drugs and all that alcohol, and we done went to water and Gatorade, and but we still had some party left. And there's this little, I told you about the chalk plants and all that. Well, there's a little place up in it's in Deep Step, Georgia, actually, called Lake Franklin. A lot of we used to hang out there some, but you had to be a member, or your dad had to work at a chalk plant or whatever. And of course, Andrew and Anthony's dad, he didn't work for this chalk plant. So, but we was like, well, let's ride out there to Lake Franklin. It's probably 3, 4 in the morning, 4:30, something to 5. And we're out there and we're having a good time. We're finally winding down. And I remember there was a dock over here, and there was probably about 4 or 5 of us just kicked back on that dock. Then the one across the way was another dock. Some other folks was kicked back over there. And everybody had quit running their mouth, their jaws hurt from just on them Texaco drugs, you know what I mean? And it's just real quiet, it's the lake and everything. And just out of the blue, oh man, it's so funny. Out of the blue, right? We hear, it's Anthony, I gotta do his voice. Andrew. And Andrew's like, "What?" He's like, "Oh, dude, bring me the hydrocodone barbiturates immediately." And I was like, "What is he talking about?" And they was like, "Man, some pain pills." And we was like, "Oh man, we taught some hydrocodone barbiturates immediately." But we all just busted out laughing. You could hear us laughing and echo. And next thing we know, here come the law. They pull up, check us out. We're like, "Oh crap!" And I was like, "Everybody just be cool, And everybody was cool and everything. And we explained. The cop was Chris that we all knew, whatever. And local deputy. That was cool, It was like, it's Ted's bachelor party and everything, and that was cool with it. But we left Lake Franklin, and everybody just went to the house and got them some sleep, man. But it was a real good time, and I got a lot of stories about, my clique, all them jokers. There's a lot of funny ones. I hope y'all are enjoying these, and had a great time. Now, don't forget to comment below. Me and my sister Sarah's probably going to drop a story later on today, so be sure you hit that bell notifications, because I'm going to be dropping random. I know I've been away for a little while, but I got to get back at it. So thank y'all very much. Happy 4th of July. And we'll see you at the next one.